there's talks of Eddie Murphy doing a stand-up special through Netflix. Any thoughts on that? Do you expect to see, material like he did on Delirious, or do you expect him to stay on the safe side since we're in a PC era?
I get a lot of flack for this because I don't really like when I saw Delirious and Raw. When I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, this is dope." But as a comic, it is very low hanging fruit, and it's stuff that a 26-year-old kid, rich kid, because he was, Eddie was doing his thing when he was 19 years old, and so you see this on young comics talk about young stuff because you don't have the maturity to understand the depth and the nuance of different topics, and so if you take Raw, he's a 26-year-old kid who's a multi-millionaire, right? What is he talking about? He's talking about his family life when he was a kid, because nobody thinks that a 26-year man, like you're a 26-year-old who's a millionaire. What's your problems? What your problems are minimal, and you're 26 years old, so you don't really have the intellectual maturity to kind of dig and check the nuance. So if the comedy is a lot like boxing, you gotta train. So if you're not in the clubs doing this, like I do this every day, I don't care what your name is. Do you know what I mean? Like if you were just because you was champion in 90 or 80 has nothing to do with today. There's I'm a big boxing fan. Errol Pence and Bud Crawford. Like, you think Roy Jones and those dudes want to fight those dudes now? No. Their time has passed. And I'm not saying that Eddie's time has passed. I'm saying he has to reacclimate himself and do this. Like, he has to really make a commitment. Plus the fact that there's an expectation of how good he should be. Yeah. And he's not. There's no way he could be as good as we expect him to be. I don't know, he should be pushing 60 now, but he's at least 50 something. Wow. So there's a seasoning that you get from doing comedy 20, 30 years that you don't get just because you was dope when you were 26. You know what I mean? It's sort of like the dude who talks about, it's a 60-year-old dude who's talking about how he was the quarterback on the winning team for the city finals when he was 18. Mm-hmm. So, does that mean you're still a quarterback now? I mean, you still might have an arm, but you're not playing at that level. And you can't play the NFL because you won your high school tournament. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking about basic logic.
Right.